everybody, welcome back to D Game. I went to the Bert Kreisher uh, comedy show. You know, he had three headliners in front of him, and they were actually really good. I wasn't really familiar with the guy till last week, and I come across tickets, so I went. And he was actually really good. It wasn't just a where you go in, sit down for 10 minutes, and 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever it is. It was actually a really good uh, show or whatever. They made it a show instead of just a boring little, comedy thing that you go to a little place for. But if you ever get the chance to see him, go ahead, because he's actually really, really funny. He's got some podcasts out too, and you can look him up and check him out on that. I guess he's been huge, man. I'm kind of out of the loop. You guys know that I'm busy 99% of the time. So when it comes to TV and stuff like that, I don't spend a whole lot of time doing it. But he's definitely worth seeing. The guy's hilarious. Then a couple other things that I wanted to talk about a little bit. Just give you a little review on things. The new John Wick movie just came out. I went and seen that. That it is it's what you expect from John Wick. It's a good show. Everything is high quality, and the action scenes are, there's no. They did a really good job at shooting it. And if you follow the story, this John Wick 4. So if you follow the other three, you kind of know the story in the background of what's going on. And the villain, I guess, you can love to hate him, and you really hate the guy. He's a dick. So you're always wishing for John Wick to do his thing. And I'm not going to spoil the ending, nothing like that. But it'd be worth going. You guys need to go check it out if you can. Then there's, how it all started with a dog. If you haven't seen the first three, maybe familiarize yourself a little bit, before you head out and go. It might be something pretty cool. But started off, the first one started off all about kind of a dog and, things like that. It was kind of the trigger to everything. And there's a dog in this one, and he it was definitely, he stole the show on a few parts. So it's going to be an experience. You guys will like it. And then the new Maverick movie, the new Top Gun, they it's not a remake of the original, 20 years ago. And it wasn't a remake. It was an extension of it, basically, at the beginning he was in the first one, he's, the fighter pilot and all this stuff, and young, and all this crazy stuff that goes on. And then, the second one here is where he comes and he gets, he's basically the trainer, for the Top Gun school, and which they really do a good job. They tie it all together. I thought maybe they tied it together a little too much. They kept trying throughout the movie. Everything is kind of tied back. It's not like a big thing, but it's the only thing I noticed that, maybe they could have not did so much. But a couple facts about the whole thing. This new one, Val Kilmer, he was in the first, obviously, and him and Tom Cruise were the two fighter pilots that were in the original. And Tom Cruise is obviously in this one. And he's, I guess, through forums and different things that I've went through, whatever, Tom Cruise kind of stood up because Val Kilmer has throat cancer or cancer of the larynx or whatever, but it's some form You know, exactly what it is, I don't know. But so he's not in the best of health, and they were going to not have Val Kilmer in the movie, and so Tom Cruise basically, from what everybody says, that he was not going to do the movie unless Val Kilmer was in it, and he is in it, and it was actually really good. If it didn't have it, you know, because I seen the original to start with, if Val Kilmer wasn't in it, it wouldn't have been the same, and it. You know, I didn't like seeing Val Kilmer like that, you know, because actually a lot of the movies and stuff that I have watched, which, you know, ain't a ton, but I do like him as an actor. He's always, his movies are always very good. So to see him like that is kind of not good, but to know that he has a guy to back him up, you know, when things are tough, that was kind of cool. It gives me a lot more respect for Tom Cruise. A few things about the original movie is if you watch it, at the beginning there's a jet fight, dog fight to start off kind of with, and you watch that section of it, watch that piece of it, and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I always thought for the longest time that it was just movie magic and made up and just something, to be a part of the movie. There might have been a little bit of embellishment, you know what I mean? I'm not saying not to, but that battle is actually a true battle, not battle, I guess, engagement, that actually really happened. Off the coast of Libya back in the early 80s, I believe. But it's a true thing. It really happened. So if you do watch the original movie again and you watch that, you just understand that really did happen. Now, did they actually flip over and take a picture of the guy? I don't think that actually happened in real life, but I know that they did. There's reports, everything I read, that they literally did most everything they said, including flipping them off, So, and then at the end of the movie, they have the big final, engagement or dogfight that they have going on, and that is another actual. That's true. It really happened. Pretty much the way they show it. I mean, obviously there might be a little bit of embellishment here or there, but as I read through in a bunch of different stuff, it really did happen. It wasn't just a made for TV scene. It was, I believe it was in the late 80s that actually. So understand that when you watch that stuff, it's pretty accurate to a point, and I thought it was cool when I learned all that, and then I rewatched the movie, that we got some badass guys in our military, doing that shit. I mean, because you watch it in this movie, you're like, you expect to see some really crazy stuff going on, but then when you learn later that 99% of it's actually true, and there's actually people defending us that did that was, that was pretty cool. I like that a lot. But I just wanted to give a little bit of a review, throw something out here, and see if you guys, can get out and see this stuff and check him out, because I thought it was pretty cool. But so I'm not going to stick around too long. Just a little something to make sure it gets out there. I got another videos coming, a little interview about financial success and how somebody built themselves up. So I will check you guys out. You guys have a great time. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, damn it. This is the way it's going to be. We got to build it up, right? I'm out.